Have you seen a duck on top of water? They're beautiful. They just glide. They're graceful. However, underneath in the water, their feet are just going. It's chaotic.
That name won't work in this room.
I am the room.
You gonna tell me where he's at?
All the Queen's Men, premiering July 14th.
Okay, all the Queen's Men fans, thankfully I actually waited to do a trailer breakdown because I got the one that was about a minute long off of Instagram and Twitter, but then I think on YouTube BET dropped one that was almost 2 minutes long, so thankfully you're getting the extended trailer breakdown. Keep in mind, All the Queen's Men dropped in September of last year, so we're almost looking at a year gap between seasons 1 and 2, with season 2 coming to BET Plus, or should I say season 2 part 1 coming to BET Plus on July 14th. So I believe we're getting 10 episodes then, and then maybe a few months later or a few weeks later we'll get part 2. But regardless, some of these characters I may have either forgotten their names or I will say the wrong name, so please bear with me. I did what I could to try to look things up, but some characters I'll just say that guy or that girl, but I'll try to have the picture up on screen while I'm talking, that way it matches up. So again, it's been a while, my bad. And yes, I know they're re-airing season 1 on BET, but I'm not watching it because I reviewed season 1 about a couple weeks after it dropped last year, so sue me. Alright, so let's get into it. We start off the trailer. Madam is laying in bed, which kind of reminds me of episode 1, where you have the first scene where she's walking around a room and she has like a bunch of voices in her head. But basically, Madam is saying, have you ever seen a duck on top of the water? It just glides. However, underwater, it's chaotic. You know, that's me, the frustration and the rage. And you caused that. So we see Madam, you know, again in bed. We see her in the pool swimming. We see, you know, her overlooking the club. But the thing about it is, I caught this moment where I'm like, wait. She talks about the frustration, the rage, it's deadly, it's dangerous. But when she's swimming in the pool, isn't there somebody down there kind of locked in the cage, like someone is drowning as she's swimming? Good grief. So I'm guessing this swim also takes place when she's sitting across from someone and they're doing I guess some sort of like meditation or yoga. So holy crap, we're getting in deep. Now Madam again says how I'm a woman in this game and I have to continue to prove myself, so you know, they don't try me. Basically, in regards to being a woman, you know, these male counterparts in the criminal underworld, they'll try to, you know, overstep boundaries, not treat me a certain way because I am a woman, and she demands respect. It looks like she's confronting. That's one thing about this promo. It looks like she's going around collecting money or, you know, getting revenge on people. And there's this guy who I don't know who he is from, you know, just looking, but he's kind of like her, I guess you could say, attendee or bodyguard. And she comes up on a few guys like playing a card game in like a warehouse, and she like pushes one aside with her hand to his face, and then the other guy gets across, you know, gets up from across the table, and she slams him across the table for you know, empty bottle. So it's getting real. It's getting definitely intense as we get through the actual promo itself. So going back to the duck analogy, it's like, that's me, calm, stealth, calculating. And there's a moment where it looks like she is taking her car, and she's, you know, putting it in reverse and like ripping the door off the hinges. So okay. Okay, so I just love how these trailers have, like, you know, a narration, and the narration truly is giving a verbal representation of what's happening on screen. And sometimes it's a very, very contrasting thing where you have a person talking about calm, cool, and collected, and then you got shit blowing up and people shooting up houses. So there's a moment where Madam and Blue are going into, I guess, like an apartment of some kind, and they literally got these big guns and they open and fire. This dude is ducking and dodging, and later on you got Blue in the background, and it looks like Madam is sitting on the bed and the guy's on his knees in front of her, and she's asking, where's the money? He's like, I don't know. And she has a gun pointed directly on his kneecap, and it looks like it fires before the trailer cuts to a caption. And from there, I'm guessing he gets shot in the knee because he doesn't know where the money that she is owed happens to be. So there's also a moment where I did make a post about this the other night, but I was wrong because thankfully people messaged me moments after I posted it. We don't know where Amp is. I don't believe I saw him in the promo, but then somebody's like, yo, it's a blink and you miss a moment, but it looks like Dime is like, comforting Amp on a bed, so Amp is alive. And I was wondering because there is a moment where Madam and this bodyguard guy are walking into, I believe, a hospital. I'm like, oh, is she going to visit Amp? So there's that. So Madam actually walks into the club, I believe, and I think her sister's in a car outside, and she's like, I need her dead, which I do believe is in reference to, her sponging off her father's checks that she was getting for being the caretaker. But since she lost in court, she probably wants her dead as a form of revenge and to get the money back. So there's also like a car junkyard area. It looks like Madam and the bodyguard are there, and there's a bunch, like redneck looking, white people, and like Madam whistles, and all of a sudden a bunch of people on motorcycles or bikes come in and they start wailing on people. So that's pretty intense. It's kind of like the reverse of Ruthless, where you got everybody on four-wheelers and whatnot, or ATVs, and they're like chasing down the runaway Rakakushi members and running them down for sport. So we go over to the one thing. Oh, actually, let me go ahead and wrap up these couple other things before I get to the other one. Let's see. There's a guy, I think it's the same guy who pointed a gun at Amp in episode 1. I could be wrong though. But we got Patrice, Miss Ellis, and she's talking to Madam, wait and see how God deals with you. And Madam goes, baby, God deals with me every day. But the guy, I think he's standing outside of the house, but Blue and Madam approach him, and Madam points a gun as the dude flees, and I think she fires. So this could be revenge for what happened to Amp. I could be wrong though. But there are various, and I mean various, scenes of Club Eaton, and the dancers are there doing their thing, catering to the women. You got women stretched across the bar, you got women stretched on the the dance floor, dollar bills going everywhere. Like I said, I really don't have much to break that down. You know what goes on in Club Eaton. Come on now, I don't need to explain it to you. All right, so from there, I think someone is about to get hit by a bus. I think it's like a young woman. I just feel like a bus is about to run her down. Then you got another scene where Dime and Blue are standing against the wall. Madam sitting in a chair. It looks like she's interrogating someone who's getting hit in the face by the bodyguard dude. And there's another guy that's a blink and you miss a moment. I couldn't tell who it is because half of his face is covered by shadow, but it looks like somebody's standing over top of him behind the couch and like drawing his face back like he's about to get shot in the head. And we got a money machine. But the last thing I want to talk about to round things out is the concierge, I probably said that wrong, and Madam are at the White House. And she's saying, Madam, that name won't work in this room. I am the room. So from there, it looks like they're probably getting on like a private plane or something like that. But that opens up the door to a lot of questions. Is the Oval canon to all the Queen's men? Is the Franklin administration the current administration in the White House? We will find out. And I think this is an interesting season because remember, as season 1 went on, it was whether or not Madam and the concierge would actually, work together, join forces. And as a result, we're seeing Madam into a whole new world, a whole new realm of the business that she's been partaking in. So with that being said, that's really all I have to say about the trailer. I hope you're satisfied because like I said, I was a bit nervous about doing a trailer breakdown because I haven't seen or thought about this show in quite a while. So if I missed anything that you wanted me to talk about, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I'll leave a link to the full trailer in the comments as well, because I can only play like 30 seconds without having to deal with copyright. Make sure you like and subscribe. And as always, hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel. And I'll catch you in the next video.